Hey everybody, I just thought I'd show you what I did with my 12-foot Sundolphin kayak. I picked this up from Walmart last year because it's a lot cheaper than a lot of the other kayaks out there. I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet on how to modify other kayaks, but nothing much on the Sundolphin 12. You can pick this up for about 450 bucks at Walmart. So I'll show you what I did with it. First down here, you can see this is my transducer. It's got a lot of homemade fabricated parts on it. A big shout out to everybody at Palmetto Kayak Fishing. That's where I got the idea and the general schematics for it. I'll include a link to that in the comments portion down here so you guys can get an idea if you want to do it yourself on how to go about doing it. Right here, this is just a cutting board on a piece of aluminum flat, and then I attach that to the kayak there with some screws, and then right here is a rubber stopper that I drilled out and put marine goop around it to keep it watertight to run the cables down through the kayak and up to the fish finder head unit, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Moving on, I made this little box here to hold my fishing tackle and rods, net, my anchor, all that good stuff. My handy dandy American flag here. Let's see what else we got. All I did here is I just drilled out some PVC pipe and put it in this little wooden box I made. Underneath I actually bought an 8-inch hatch, and that's pretty handy. That's how I ran the wires and got them all hooked up so I could get that thing on there. Everything else right here is pretty standard. I did have an anchor trolley. I can't remember where I picked that up, but I think it was like 40 bucks or something like that. Here is the fish finder head unit. It's just a Humminbird 165. Those run under $100. It's a pretty cool setup. Again, this is at Palmetto Kayak Fishing, how I made this base for it. This is right here is the base that came with it, and right here this is an electrical cover, some pieces of PVC. Down inside this Scotty flush mount is just a piece of 1/2-inch PVC that fits in there pretty well. Right back here is a battery housing, and all this is a piece of PVC 1.5 inch, and it's got caps, and this piece right here unscrews so I can get to the batteries inside of it. It's wired up as 12 AA's, and they're wired in series so I have enough power to run my unit. I haven't run it yet, but it's supposed to run for about 8 hours on 12 AA's. Make sure you use rechargeables because that'll give you the right amount of voltage you're looking for. And then up here, there's nothing special about what's up here. This is just the standard rack that came with it. Usually goes in the back, but I just moved it up front because obviously I have the rest of the stuff in there. Inside here, I apologize, I don't have a good way to hold this camera, so I'm going to set it down and I'll show you the way this is wired up. So, inside of that battery housing unit is just 3 4AA holders. Sorry, I didn't have good control of my camera there. The other batteries are charging, that's why they're not in there, but the 2 of them, to wire them in series, you just wire the black to the red, red to the black, and then when you're going to your main plug that you plug into your fish finder unit, you go red to red, black to black. It's pretty simple. You just stuff all those in that tube and you're ready to go. Other than that, I can't think of anything else to have for you right now, but hopefully this helps. Again, PalmettoKayakFishing.com is where I got a lot of the great ideas for all this, so good luck.